What is happening? Here, I will teach you how to play the Kraft Macaroni and Cheese game as part of this variety game pack. Let's begin. Hi everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe for more, and also check out my gaming channel, Markis P Gaming, for video game Let's Play content. If you don't pay attention to the bottom part of this box, this looks identical to a box of mac and cheese that you would find at your nearest grocery store. Now on the back of the box, you don't have a nutrition facts label, but there is this what looks like a meter, which does play a role in this game. Oh, duh, it says it right there. It's a meter after all. To set up the game, place the mac and cheese box upside down so the meter is shown. Then, take the Cheezosaurus Rex token, insert him into the base as shown, then place the base onto the number 1 spot of the meter as shown. Shuffle the entire deck of cards and then deal out the whole deck to all the players so everybody has the same amount of cards, and those players add those cards to their hands. This game comes with 54 cards, so in a 3-player game, everybody gets 18 cards. In a 6-player game, everybody gets 9 cards. But in a 4 or 5-player game, you'll have to remove a few cards from the game before dealing out the deck. So if you're playing a 4-player game, you'll first have to remove a 6 and an 8 first from the game before dealing out the rest of the deck, so that everybody gets 13 cards. In a 5-player game, you'll have to remove the 6 and the 8 plus a 5 and a 9 from the game first before dealing out the rest of the deck, so that everybody gets 10 cards. Each player takes noodles, and this also depends on the number of players in a game. In a 3-player game, each player takes 50 noodles. In a 4-player and 5-player game, 45 noodles per player. And in a 6-player game, 40 noodles per player. Any extra noodles are removed from the game. Each player tosses one of their noodles into the center, which creates what is called the noodle pot. Finally, place the dice nearby for everybody to reach. The player that just ate mac and cheese most recently goes first, and turn order goes clockwise. On your turn, you will roll the dice and add up the sum of both dice. For example, let's say you roll a 2 and a 3. That means your sum would be 5. If you have a card in your hand that matches the sum of that dice roll, play it to the center so that you can form a discard pile. If you don't have a card that matches the dice roll, then everybody else that does have a matching card plays it to the discard pile. And if nobody has a card that matches the dice total, then nothing happens. Either way, afterwards, your turn is over. Whenever a player rolls a 7, they shout Noodle Boost and move Cheezosaurus Rex up the meter by 1 spot. And depending on where Rex is on the meter at that point, each player tosses that many number of noodles into the noodle pot. This scenario always happens every time a 7 is rolled, no matter who rolls it. Rex can never move backwards on the meter, and the furthest it can go is 7. So if a noodle boost happens when Rex is on a 7 and he cannot move any further, then the maximum number of noodles that the players will add to the noodle pot would be 7. If you have a Cheezosaurus Rex card in your hand during a noodle boost, you may discard it to the discard pile to prevent adding your own noodles to the noodle pot, but you don't have to do this. You may want to save your Rex cards for later when Rex is on a higher portion of the meter so that you can save more noodles. Because at any time in the game, if you run out of noodles, you're out of the game. And one other thing about these cards, you can play a Rex card when a 7 is rolled, even if it's not your turn. In this game, there are 2 ways to win. Number 1, if you're the first player to play the last card to the discard pile, you win the game and collect the noodle pot. If more than one player plays their last card at the same time, you have a tie. Those tied players split the noodle pot evenly, then count the total number of their own noodles, and whoever has the most noodles at that point wins the game. And the second way to win. If you're the last player with noodles in hand, you win the game and collect the entire noodle pot. If more than one person goes out of noodles at the same time, then you have a tie. Those tied players count the number of cards in their hand. Whoever has the fewest cards wins the game. And that is how you play Kraft Macaroni and Cheese game. Don't put this in your cupboard unless you want to play a prank on one of your family members. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Take care.